you a fool? The fool says in his heart, there is no God. Psalm 14:1. It also says they are corrupt. They do abominable deeds. There is none who does good. You might be thinking, I'm not that person. That's for the worst of the worst, right? Who do abominable deeds. What a huge word that is. The fool says in their heart, there is no God. I believe in God. I believe that there is a God, so no way I can be a fool. Well, this isn't just speaking about people who don't know God exists. That is true. They say there is no God, so I get to live however I want. And for those people, it makes sense that they would do corrupt things, because they don't believe that there is a God who has a holy standard. There's a Jesus who saves so that we live for not ourselves, but for him who died and rose again. The harsh part about this is that this is also speaking to those of us who in our hearts are saying there is no God. And how can we say that there is no God for those of us who are saved? Anytime we live for ourselves, anytime we want this control that says, God, I don't want you to be in control. I want to take control. You don't matter. You don't exist in my heart, in the way that I live, in the things that I do. It's all for me. I'm living as if there is no God. I'm living a corrupt, abominable life. So the question for you and the question for me is not just, do I ever act like a fool? Do I ever live like a fool and say in my heart that there is no God? The question isn't, do I do that? The question is really, when do I do that? When are the times in my life, when are the times in your life where you tend to lean towards living for yourself and not thinking about God at all, living as if there is no God? And when are the times when you do live as if there is a God? Is it on social media? Are those the times when you live for self and post things that are pleasing to you in your eyes, but God might think something differently than that, but you don't think about it? Is it the times when you're with your family and they just make you so mad and you just live for self, as if you just forget that God even exists? You forget about his word and you say, I'm going to live for me. So maybe the question isn't, are you a fool? Maybe the question is, when are you a fool? When are you foolish? I know I have many moments when I am, and I pray that God will help me to see those things and change and grow so that I can act and live my whole life saying there is a God, and I know he exists. So where is it for you?